Alrighty guys, this is Carter and today I'm going to be showing you how to compile a contract with Adapt and also publish it to the Jungle testnet. So let's get into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is have Docker installed, and once that's done you can just go to the repo of Workflow Compiler Server in EOS Rapid Community Repo and just copy this command and then paste it into a terminal. It's then going to pull the layer or pull the image for Adapt. Make sure you're using the latest version. Right now that would be 1.4.0. It's just going to download that and extract that image. Should be relatively quick, about a minute. And then once that's downloaded, it's going to launch a little server with our IDE and give us a passcode. Cool. So now we just open our browser up to localhost 3000, so I'm just going to do that now. And then I'm going to create a new project. We can call the project, I don't know, like test project. I don't know. Call it whatever you want. As you can see, we have two files here, an HPPP and a CPP. If we would like to add another file, we just click on this thing. I can say, I don't know, hello.hppp. And as you can see, it'll add the file there, and then put in stuff there. You know, if I want to delete it, just click on the trash can. Simple enough. Okay. Now, if we want to actually compile this, we just click on the crown. So just click the crown, and then paste in this passcode that you printed out. It's going to compile the contract. As you can see, we can see logs from std out over here, and now the build is complete. So now I can click here to download the WASM and the API file, as you can see. Or I can close or deploy the contract. Now, in order to deploy the contract, we're going to need an account. If we want to deploy to Jungle testnet, we'll just click that Jungle testnet button and then click deploy. However, we don't have that account. So let's close this for now and make an account really quickly. Now, to make an account on Jungle testnet, it's free and relatively easy. It's a good place to test your contract. First thing we're going to need is a private key. Now, of course, in production, we would use at least one separate key for active and master. But in this case, since we're just using it for testing, we'll just use the same public key for master and active. And on Jungle testnet, just go to this website and click create account. You can make some account name. I'm going to call it Adapt. What's that? 6 Adapt 111222. That should get us to our 12 length. Paste in the public key from the key generator in both places, and just click create. You can now remember that username, and we're just going to go to the faucet and give us some EOS. Cool. Now that we've got that account set up, we can look at it over on Jungle. As you can see, it's got some Jungle EOS. Now, the next step that we're going to want to use is set up a scatter with this private key. So we'll just go over here to scatter. Create a new password for our scatter. Doesn't really need to be too secure since we're just using this for testing. Just click next. And then after that, we're going to need to add the Jungle testnet into our scatter networks. So to do that, we can just get some API endpoints by clicking over here on API endpoints. Take 8 seconds. Cool. So in this case, let's use the great API provided by the guys at EOS Sweden. Sorry, I just got some spam email. Doesn't like me being able to copy that. Sorry about this, guys. Let's use the Sweden API. Cool. So as you can see, it's jungle.eossweden.org, and it's on port 443, so we're just going to go over here and call it Jungle EOS Testnet. make sure to select the right protocol, which in this case is HTTPS 443, and then to get the chain ID, we just click this little globe. As you can see, now we can save this new network. Okay. Now we need to import our private key. So we're just going to click import key, text, and then we're going to copy the private key from the key generator. Paste that in, and it's going to import our Jungle Testnet account. So as you can see, we now have our Testnet account. We're probably going to want some RAM for our contract, so we can just go over here and buy a ton of RAM. And now we can buy some net and CPU for fun too. Cool. Awesome. Now the next step that we're going to want to do is configure our smart contract to allow us to post from this Adapt account. Now the default example project that we have is this sort of blog type smart contract that lets you add posts to your table. And the way that we're going to want to use this is just to set the blog admin to our EOS name. So now that we've got that set up, we can just rebuild this. And then if we want to deploy to Jungle, we're just going to click on Jungle. It's going to randomly fetch an API endpoint for us. And then we're just going to click Deploy Contract. Now we just click on Scatter, since that's what we're using. I'm going to click Allow. And it's going to deploy that contract to the testnet. Just click Allow. As you can see, it's successfully deployed. And if we look over here on our Block Explorer, we should now see that the API was updated, the code was updated, and we have this new contract tab. Now we can use this to test the action. If we want to add a post, just, I don't know, say category 1, and put in the contract, the content as, this is a test post. And then we're just going to click Submit Transaction, click on Scatter, auth with that account, click on Submit Transaction again, click Allow. As you can see, it's now successful, and then if we go over into the tables section, we now see our test post. So that was a quick tutorial on how to compile and publish a contract using Adapt. Hope you guys have a great day.